Good morning, students. Welcome you all to today's class of science. Children, today we are going to learn about needs for separation of substances, why separation is necessary, and different types of method of separating substances like threshing, winnowing, hand picking, and sieving. Okay, so first of all we will study about needs for separation of substances. Okay, you must be wondering that why do we need to separate the things? Children, the separation of mixture into their constituents is necessary, like to remove the impurities that may be harmful. For example, your mother removes stone from dal and from rice before cooking them as they are harmful for our body. Separation of substances is also very necessary to recover pure substances. For example, salt obtained from sea water, and it may be contain many impurities like remains of sea animal, sand, etc. It may not be fit for consumption by humans. So, we need to purify this salt before it can be used for cooking purpose in our homes. Separation of substances is also very necessary to get useful constituents. For example, various useful constituents like petrol, Vaseline, wax, kerosene, etc. are obtained during fractional distillation of petroleum. Children, when we get petroleum from earth, actually it is the mixture of so many products. So to get this product, separation is necessary. So fractional distillation is the process which done for obtaining the various components of petroleum. Okay, so I hope you understood why separation of the substances is necessary. Separation of substances is necessary to remove impurities that may be harmful. Separation is necessary to get useful constituents, and separation is necessary to recover pure substances. Okay. Now we will see the methods of separating substances. There are so many methods to separate the things from mixture. First of all, we will see separating solid material from another solid. Children, the mixture of two or more solid can be separate on the basis of their physical properties like color, size, shape, weight, and magnetic behavior. Okay, so the first method to separate one solid from another solid is threshing. Have you ever found chaff in food grains? And what is chaff means? Children, chaff means the part of harvested grain which are not usable as food, like straw and husk. Chaff means the straw or husk, or we can say that chaff means the waste from food other than the grains. Means chaff is nothing but the debris arising from agriculture processing of food grains. Okay, the crops is harvested when the grains developed fully and somewhat dried, and to separate the grains the stalk have to be threshed. Sometimes this threshing is done by thick wooden stick. You can see in the picture, the farmers are doing threshing, means separating the grain from the husk by thick wooden stick. They are beat the grains by thick wooden stick, and alternatively these stalks can be hit on the ground also. You can see the ladies beating the stalks on the ground to separate the grain from the husk. Children, farmer also lead their animal to walk over the harvested crop which is spread on the ground. Children, here you can see farmer lead their animal to walk over the dried harvested crop which are spread on the ground. This is the method called threshing. Threshing means separation of the grains from the husk, and it is done by threshing. This is very ancient method which is used to separate the grains from husk. Okay, another method of separation is winnowing. The process of cleaning the grain from the chaff or husk is called winnowing, and this is done with the help of wind which blow away the lighter husk. You can see in the picture, this process is called winnowing. The wind which blow away the lighter husk, leaving the heavier grain to fall down on the ground. This process is extremely simple process. The mixture of grain and chaff is put in the flat winnowing baskets, and then that contents are allowed to fall from the height. You can see the ladies allow the content of husk and grain from a height, and she dropping that content from height, so the lighter husk is blown away by the wind and heavier grains are dropped on the ground. Nowadays, and this is very ancient method. This method has been followed since ancient times. Normally, more than one attempt is needed to give complete separation. Okay, and therefore farmers perform this process number of times before filling the grains in the bag. Children, nowadays the farmers are using machine, means winnowing machine to do this separation of grains from husk. Okay, one of the electric blower also machine which is used for winnowing. You can see in the picture, this is the electric blower which help to separate the grain from husk. Okay, another method of separation is hand picking. On the small scale, picking by hand is quite convenient method. Okay, the particles of undesirable substance should be different in size, shape, number or color, so that we can differentiate it from the grains. You might have noticed that before cooking rice and dal etc., your mother put them on a big plate and clean them by picking out stone manually. This method is used everywhere. Okay, another methods of separation is sieving. This is the way in which undesirable finer particle, means lighter particle are separated from the larger ones with the help of sieve. You know sieve? A sieve is a device that having many small holes in it. which allow the smaller particle to pass through them, and the bigger particle which remain intact. And it can be made by sieves. Sieves, it can be made from either plastic or metals. And the size of the holes of the sieves depends on the materials to be separated. For example, to remove the stones and pebble from the sand, a big metallic sieve is used. Children, have you seen tea stainer which are using at home? Tea stainer has still smaller frame which can be fit on the cup. Okay. Now, the different methods of separation of mixture of these methods we have studied are threshing. The first method we have studied to separate the things is threshing, and the substances to be separated by threshings are grain from leaves, stalks, etc. Another method we studied, method of separation is winnowing, and the substances to be separated by winnowings are lighter particle from the grains by blowing air. The third method of separation is hand picking, and the substances to be separated by hand picking are stone or husk by hand picking. Okay, and the fourth method we have already studied is sieving, and the substances to be separated by sieving are flour separated from husk by means of sieve. Okay, these above methods are very good for separating particular matter from solid such as rice, pulses, grain or wheat flour. Another method of separating solid from another solid is magnetic separation. This is also one technique to separate the solid particle from each other. Have you heard proverb to look for a needle in a haystack? How difficult this task? You can make it easy if you use magnet. Children, magnet have a property to attract iron pieces. Okay, if magnet will attract the needle towards it and you can get the needle again. This method is used to separate any small iron piece which might have got mixed up in the sand while threshing, winnowing or sieving. Children, you can separate the iron pieces from the sand by using this magnetic separation. Magnets have the property to attract iron pieces. Okay, when you will move magnet from the mixture of the sand and iron, then iron pieces get attached to the magnet and sand gets separate out from the iron pieces. This is also very convenient method to separate such kind of particles. Okay, in our next class we will study about some another methods of separation of solid from liquid. Okay, that's all for today, children. Have a good day.